Hello, it is Monday, and welcome to the Gamers Table, and we will be reviewing 7 Wonders.
Hello.
Hello.
Not 6 Wonders, not 8 Wonders, but 7 Wonders.
Just pass the cards, take what you really think you need, or if there's nothing there that you want, try and build up your wonder.
At the beginning of each age, each player gets a hand of 7 cards dealt randomly. Each age is played over 6 game turns in which the players will put into play a single card simultaneously. So everyone will get their cards, they'll choose one they want to play, and they'll pass the cards to left or right depending on which age you're on. Then the game plays up to 3 ages, and it's mainly a card drafting game.
Yeah. You get your...
But it's a very interactive, watch your neighbors, fun card drafting game.
Yeah, you can get it like, 7 people's the most you can play, so 7 Wonders.
It's a surprisingly deep game for the amount of time it takes to play it. It's essentially a card drafting game, but you need to be aware of what your neighbors are doing, and as well as you're competing against your neighbors, you can also use your neighbors to help build different buildings and cards.
But yeah, the big thing is if you have a lot of people at the table, you're not competing with the whole table. You're basically competing with the guy there and the guy there for what you're doing with your cards. Overall scoring, you're competing with everyone.
Yeah.
But what happens on your board
You can only be affected by the people on the left and right of you.
And what he does affects you and the guy beside him. In a 3-player game, it's basically everybody's affecting everybody. But once you get in bigger, it's like there's space between you. So if Chris builds up a big army, but there's 2 guys between me and him, his big army doesn't matter to me. It's only Ken's big army.
You can still watch what other people are building and collecting on their turns, even if they're like
You probably should, because that just makes
you.
the game go on way too long.
Yeah, but it can
Let
make
the
a
neighbors
difference.
worry about it.
Yeah, you can make a difference. If somebody's collecting all the green cards there that really, what do you call them? What the hell are they?
Yeah, those ones.
What do they call them? You compound the points or something? Or...
Having a neighbor with a lot of resources is a good thing. Having a neighbor with a high military, not such a good thing, because they end up giving you negative victory points.
Slight bit of warping in the cards, not as bad as some games, but still there's a little bit there. It is a great family game. I like that it's one of the few family games that will play with 3 players all the way up to 7 players. So you don't really need to worry about how many people are coming over for game night, because they're probably all going to be able to fit into a game of 7 Wonders. And if you got more than that, well great, you can split into 2 games of something else. But it's nice to have a game that will take a lot of players, because a lot of the games don't. A lot of the games seem to stop at 4 or 5 players.
Yeah, but what's really nice about this game, and not just the artwork on this is gorgeous. Everything about it is like the high quality, very nice high quality. But it's very fast, it's very simple. You just pick a card, pass it on, and you're just trying to pick what goes best with your wonder to like the resources you need to build your wonders and or get other cards down on the table, and that's basically what you're doing. Just playing cards, pass them on, and you pick from what's passed to you.
And if you didn't happen to get the resources you need, if one of your neighbors on either side has it, you can spend a couple of your little coins and buy it from the next door neighbor.
Yep, and there's cards that can make it cheaper too. Yep.
And giving him money is not a good idea.
Right.
There's not a lot of messing around with other players. You're mostly dealing with just your neighbors directly on either side of you. Though you can be watching what the people across the table from you are getting and try and hold back the cards so they don't get one. But other than that, it's really not a lot of messing with people. It's just picking the cards you think are going to work best for you and hoping by the time the game ends, those cards do work better for you than the other guy's cards work for him.
Artwork is very good. I find the company is really nice. It's all on the fantasy plate.
For high
components.
Quality. The only component issue I would have would be the money.
It's wood.
They're painted wood. And it's like, you know what? If for everything else we're talking comparing it to a Fantasy Flight or Cyclades, they could have made them out of plastic with imprints of stuff on them. They could have made them look better. That's the only place where they cheaped out.
Cyclades wasn't plastic.
No, but Cyclades figures and everything were plastic.
Yeah, they were nice high quality, but
their wood is their money is punch-outs. I almost would have preferred they to be punch-outs rather than the wood pieces. They would have looked better if they were punch-out. They would have had art on them.
Yeah, the wood's, compared to the rest of the stuff...
Compared to the rest, the quality of the rest of the components, the wood is...
dull. I know it's gold, but it's still...
Little
Just a-
thing, but still, that's like
Little
get
wood
on
hockey
things that bug
pucks.
us. It's like that bugs me that they made those
Yeah.
components so cheap compared to everything else in the game.
It's not that bad. Other than that, yeah, like I said, the artwork, the painting. and
How can you
everything.
say wood is
Awesome.
cheaper than paper?
Because it didn't take any artwork or anything to do that. You just spray paint a puck. Woohoo!
Anyway, that's just a very, very minor point. I mean,
Oh, of course, I'm not saying I'm not going to play this game because you've got wooden money.
oh
Forget
yeah,
it.
right. No, that's
Don't be trying to give me a wooden nickel, damn you.
way up there for its simplicity, the quality of the game itself, the artwork is tremendous for such a simple little game.
This is a filler game, but it's also a deep game.
Yeah,
Like
they're-
it's
kind of deep, I suppose. Not
it takes a lot of time to master what you should do in this one. It's not something that's evident right away. Okay, I should do this and do that. But you can't also do the same thing every time because the strategy that worked for you last time isn't going to work for you this time.
because
Not
each
necessarily.
wonder is different. You know, like some of them have victory points on them. You're basically just buying the victory points when you're building that age. But there are some with resources or other abilities on them where if you really want to build them as quickly as possible to help you
to
out.
take
Yeah.
advantage of the bonus.
Yeah,
on the
like
card.
you know, if it's got resources on the bottom, you want them.
And they're also a good place to bury something. You see somebody trying to build up his military
Yeah.
and you have a big military card in, well, it's a good place to bury it under there, so he's just never going to get it.
Yeah.
It's email time!
Email time.
Email time! Email time!
All right, this one is from Serbia. It is Boris. It says, "Hi Craig, hi Chris, hi Ken. I saw your YouTube game board reviews, and I am impressed with how within 10 minutes you can convince people to buy a game. I really like your sense of humor, and you three really look like a great team." Need a lot of short form here, sorry. "I am writing to support you to continue to make reviews because they are very helpful. It's very good that three persons, that's what you guys, comment on a game, not just one, which makes viewers more convinced. Ken, dude, you should talk more. I'm working on it.
I think you should talk.
Every
less.
time you say, yeah, I like this game, cut. Well, I can't help the cut. He does that. So, Ken, you should really tell why you like the game or why not. I'm working on that. A lot of times, if I haven't played any game in a while, or if I've only played it once or twice, it's kind of hard to make comments on it because I'm just still learning it. So,
You go with what you learned so far.
yeah, well, I've only played it once. It's not much. Anyway, yeah, Craig gives emotional touch of the game, and Chris tech part, game mechanics and stuff. After your Cave Troll review, I decided to
Craig's
read the
all
rules
emotional.
and really liked it, so I am going to buy it. So, someone else, Forrest, likes Cave Troll too, so there goes another one. Really, really great show, and continue the good work. Thanks. God, that mic problem is...
The mic problem from the first
Thank
sound.
God, mic problem
Yeah.
is gone. Okay. Yes, Craig, I'm the what?
Oh, yeah? I'm a watch you too.
What? Ooh, I'm a
Whatever that means.
I watch you.
And, well, this is my response to Boris about his comments. If I could get these two to shut up once in a while, I might just get my own 2 cents in. If I've played the game enough and fairly recently, then I'll have more input like I did with that Astro and Stone Age. You know that they both joke that I talk too much in those episodes. So, a number of the earlier games we reviewed, I hadn't played in a while. Yeah, I'm just kind of making excuses, but no, it's kind of
We
true
do that
too.
on purpose, so it
You
keeps
know,
them
like Call
quieter.
of Cthulhu and A Touch of Evil. So I'll just say and let Chris and Craig do the bulk of the review. I try not to repeat what they've said, but I'll agree, disagree, or listen to them to refresh my memory before giving my opinion. Unlike Chris, I can't recall every card I've read.
Just smile and nod.
So-
Ken, all right. There you go.
Yeah, anyway, so in the future I'll try to refamiliarize myself with the game beforehand if I haven't played it in a while so I can be a little less vague. And maybe I'll learn to speak up, not mumble, and get my 2 cents worth in before these two knuckleheads can cut me off.
That's 2
Yeah,
cents is about
see?
all it's worth.
Right there. All right. You watch how many times I start to say something and then they start off, or they stop, or whatever. Anyway, now before Craig can start putting his rant overlay over my reply, I'll say
Too
thank you
late.
for your input, Boris. We're glad you liked the show. Take care and keep watching. Thank you. That was fun.
Scores.
Scores.
So, I give 7 wonders a 9. Get the cards that suit your wonder the best.
I'll give Seven Wonders a 9. There's slight warping of some of the tiles, and they could have been a better choice than pieces of wood for your money. Other than that, this is a great game. It's good, and it's good for a large or a small group of players.
I give Seven Wonders a 6+ pie.
So that's it for another episode of The Gamers Table. And we'll see you next week with another game review.
What's this? What's this? What's this? It's the game that we will be showing you in April. It's a very top secret game.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Trains and crayon. I still have nightmares about that.
Okay. Yeah.